All right, welcome you guys. Thanks so much for being on. Tonight, we're going to talk about boosting our immunity and wellness during this sicky season time of year. My name's Rebecca Pavey, and I am so excited tonight to have a couple of special guests on tonight. Trisha Larm, you can wave up there. She's going to be sharing her story tonight, and then Dr. Carrie Barlow, she can wave, she's in the other corner over there. She's going to share her story about Plexus and why these ladies are passionate about Plexus. We all kind of are, just because it has really been life-changing for us and we've seen it change other people's lives. I will put this little disclaimer out there that because we're talking about boosting immunity and gut health, it's not like we're making claims that, it's going to be like curing anything or any, changing up any, like curing any diseases, that kind of thing, chronic illnesses. However, I will say, and a lot of us can testify to this, it helps reduce the symptoms of different things because the focus is on gut health, blood sugar balance, and inflammation. And those are the three things that people struggle with, right? If you think about illnesses, it's all begins in the gut. A lot of it has to do with inflammation and blood sugar balance. So we are excited to share with you guys tonight. Now, also, I will just put out that Plexus has kind of been like the forefront in gut health. We've been around 15 years, and we were kind of gut health before it was cool. Now everyone's heard about it, right? But like we have been doing this thing for a while. So we're going to share with you some products quickly. Not all of the products, okay, but I'm going to like highlight some that focus on gut health and inflammation real quick for you. But get with your person after this and talk to them about what would be best for you and your health goals and your health needs. But I'm just going to highlight briefly. So first of all, you may have gotten a sample, you may not. I started the pink drink almost 8 years ago with no sample. I just dove right in. Just know this, everything tastes great. You don't have to have a sample to see, like it would be just a taste test, but everything tastes really good, you guys. We have so many different flavors and stuff than we had when I first started. But first I'm going to talk about the pink drink. So our pink drink, we have two different kinds. It's called Slim. Now, I know some people are like, what is this, just a diet thing? No, it is not. We have two different kinds. So we have one, the big tall orange one that I'm showing here, the taller stick, that has a prebiotic fiber in it that helps with appetite control. So that one, actually, if you're looking to lose weight, it will help you. And then the other one has a prebiotic that's more for your gut health. That's the Slim microbiome activating. Okay, so they both have the same ingredients as far as helping you with blood sugar balance and natural anti-inflammatory. It is great at balancing lipid levels, in other words, cholesterol, blood pressure. So it's amazing, like I said, prebiotics. So it's good for overall wellness, good for overall gut health, and it's for anyone really, because one is for weight loss and one isn't. So anybody could take this too. Next up, I'm going to tell you guys about Active. Active is our good for you energy drink. I know it used to be a cuss word, but then Plexus came out with an energy drink. So now it's actually okay to have an energy drink because ours has natural plant ingredients, which all of our stuff does, including those pink drinks, everything. Our Active energy drink has stuff like superfoods, turmeric that helps with inflammation. You see where we're going with all this anti-inflammation. We have, it boosts nitric oxide, so it helps you move and blood flow, blood vessels flowing. This is great to take as a pre-workout or a post-workout, because again, it helps with the aches and the pains and the inflammation or muscle soreness from working out. So we love our Active energy drink. This comes in 3 different flavors, and so do our pink drinks. So if you need choices on flavors, we've got it for you. Next, we have our Hydrate drink. This is our electrolyte drink. Love it. This one's lemon lime. We also have a blueberry. This is so good because it also, and if you can mute yourself, I'll try to mute too. I'm like trying to do it while I'm talking. Anyway, so Hydrate is really awesome because it has magnesium, zinc, okay, enough vitamin C, the same amount of vitamin C as 2 whole oranges. So this is great this time of year with all the sickiness going around. Plus it's got the electrolytes, so it's great to keep hydrated. And you guys, we wake up hydrated. I don't know if you knew that or not. I just learned that pretty recently. Like, this is great to take first thing in the morning. All right, those are our drinks. We have other ones too, but these are the ones I'm going over tonight. And now you're probably wondering, like, okay, what goes with what? Are there capsules to take, vitamins, probiotics? Yes. So what we're kind of known for is our pink drink plus the probiotic plus the BioCleanse. This is called the triplex. Again, you can pick whichever Slim. The ProBio 5 is a yeast fighting ninja, okay? This goes in and helps reduce that gut issues that you have. So like the hard to remove, I'm trying to think, the hard to remove, yeast overgrowth. Thank you. Yes, it's a yeast fighting ninja. Good grief. So ProBio 5 is going to go in there and do its work. Now, it's kind of really like no other probiotic. It's got special enzymes that do the work. And you're going to want to power that up with the BioCleanse. Now, I know the word cleanse. You're probably wondering, I mean, like, where'd it go? I just dropped it. Here it is. Poop, right? When we hear the word cleanse. It's not that kind of cleanse, you guys. It really is a gentle magnesium supplement, actually. But if you have trouble pooping, it will help you with that also. So these two together work amazingly well. I will tell you, we have another probiotic. So we have options. Our other probiotic is called Vital Biome. This one's a little gentler. It's more like focused on doing the good in your gut, you know, replenishing the good gut flora. Vital Biome also has clinical studies that help with anxiety and mood. So you guys, Vital Biome is perfect this time of year because I don't know if you all are done with your Christmas shopping, but I haven't even started. So I need 2 of these a day. All right. So Vital Biome is great. We also have Ease. Ease is a great supplement that is an anti-inflammatory. Ease, and we have another product called Nerve, if you have nerve pain. These two were invented by a pain management doctor that was looking for a natural supplement, you know, instead of the prescription with all the bad side effects. So Ease is awesome. We love our Ease. It's got turmeric and green lip mussel, bromelain from pineapple. It's awesome. It pairs up really great with like the triplex and different products that we have, the Slim Active Ease. There's all kinds of combinations you can do. Again, just get with your person that invited you here and find out what will be best for you. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about, these are our ugly old bottles. We've updated to the pretty ones, but I don't have the pretty ones yet in these two. But these are really great staples as well. And no, you don't have to be on everything, okay? Start slow. Start on like 2 or 3 things, but I'm just letting you know the good nuggets for wellness and fighting off sickness this season. All right, next I'm going to talk about X Factor Plus, our vitamin. We have different vitamins too. We have vitamins for kids. We have a kids line with drinks and vitamins for kids, a chewable vitamin that has a probiotic built in. But this one, X Factor Plus, it has clinical studies that help with hormones, with hot flashes, stuff like this, polyphenols, minerals, trace minerals, and all of our vitamins have aloe, the plant aloe. Aloe vera is so good at, you know, helping you absorb your vitamin, literally 300 times more than a vitamin aloe. That's a kind of a unique thing with Plexus vitamins. So that's really good to have as well. And then Immune Plus, that's the last little capsule I'm going to talk about. Then we're going to dive into the stories. But Immune Plus is great to have, especially this time of year. It has ingredients in it that people look for when they're trying to fight off some nasty cold, flu, virus type of thing. It's all in here. Immune Plus is great to load up on, especially this time of year if you're really wanting to stay well or helping you get well faster. So all these products are great, and definitely get with your person to ask them which products would be great for you. But right now, we're going to turn it over to Trisha Alarm. She's going to share her story.
Here, unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So I have been doing Plexus for 7.5 years. When I first started, I was watching my friend Brandy, and she was talking about how she had lost weight and had water bottles stuck in her pants. And I was like, oh, I've gained 10 extra pounds. And so I decided I'm going to do what she's doing. So I contacted her. She got me all set up. I started doing that, and she said consistency was key. So I kept faithfully taking, I took the triplex faithfully for an entire year. And the only change that I noticed was that I was going to the bathroom every day, which I had not been previously. So that was the only thing. I wasn't losing those 10 pounds. So I was frustrated. I took all the products back to Brandy and I told her, I'm sorry, but this is not working for me. So I just gave them to her and she's like, okay. So Anyway, within 1 month, I was sick as a dog, had to be taken to the emergency room by my son. And I had vertigo so bad I could hardly walk into the emergency room. And the doctor told me that it was a viral infection. And I realized right when he said that the entire past year that I had been taking the Triflex, I never once got sick. So I knew then for a fact that it was working behind the scenes and I didn't even know it. So I immediately went home, ordered some more, and I've been faithful ever since. So, and it's a really good thing too. Last year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so when I got diagnosed with that, of course, COVID is going on and they're telling me, you know, I have to have surgery, I have to have radiation. And I'm immunocompromised during this whole time. So I have to wear a mask everywhere faithfully all the time. So I started taking that Immune Plus faithfully so that I would not catch anything that was going around, hopefully, you know, try to prevent it as much as possible. I'm super into preventing things. So I was really happy that I had been taking all these supplements all along because I didn't have a lot of side effects from like the radiation or I took the body cream. We didn't talk about that, but I took the body cream during the radiation and that really helped with the burns. But I'm on tamoxifen now for 5 years to help prevent the cancer from coming back. And what that does is it wipes out my estrogen, which is throwing my hormones all out of whack, which is what the pink drink does. It helps with that. So I also added balance to the mix. So she didn't talk about that one either, but I've added that and that helps with the blood sugars, keeping them stable, keeping my hormones stable, which made, because I was experiencing some migraines about 7 months on the medication. I started having migraines from my hormones being all over the place. So I did that. And I was also, one of the side effects is joint pain, muscle pain, all kinds. And I would just lay in my bed and my knees, my hips, my shoulders, elbows, every joint would just throb all night long. And so I looked up the medication that they were going to prescribe me, and it was a nerve medication. So I added the nerve because I just, my body's so out of whack from doing the radiation and everything. I just don't want to add any more medication to my system that if I don't have to. So I started taking the nerve and within 2 days I was sleeping through the night. So it really does work. So I take the ease and the nerve and that really, really has helped me so much. So, and I just can't express enough that if I hadn't been on all of the supplements that I take, how much more my my side effects would have been through this entire process. So I'm just so grateful for that. So anyway, that's my little story.
Oh my gosh, Trisha, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So inspired by all of that. Thanks for highlighting a couple other products that I didn't mention. So people know there's so much out. We don't have like, I think it's like 30 products total, not like a ton of stuff, but what we have is really effective and it's exciting to see the life-changing stories. Okay, next up, we're going to hear from Dr. Carrie Barlow.
All right. Thank you so much, Trisha. I really appreciate hearing their story. And you'll see how we connect, which is just how the universe works. So I'm Dr. Carrie Barlow, and I want to give you a little bit of a backstory of where I came from quickly so you can see how I got to Plexus and how it all makes sense. So I did my medical school and did a residency in family practice out here in Arizona. I did family practice in outpatient clinic for about 6 years total, but around year 3 or 4, I was getting really burnt out. So show of hands, anyone go to your doctor and sit in the waiting room for an hour and then see your doctor for maybe 15 minutes, feel like you don't connect with them, walk out with a bunch of prescriptions and just not feeling like you got any of your questions answered. So on the flip side of that, I was feeling like I wasn't connecting with my patients. I was having to answer messages and doing charting for hours after I was done and on my days off. And so I found myself in an empty patient room one day, eating my lunch by myself because I didn't have time to do it and just relax. I had to look at charts and everything and just crying. I was just bawling because this was not really what I wanted to do. So I was asking the God or the universe, what can I do to help get out of the situation? I started learning alternative ways of healing, like energy medicine, yoga, and meditation. I got certified in integrative medicine, and I now work at an integrative a health retreat, the Chopra Health Retreat Deepak Chopra has. So I teach Ayurveda, which is a 5,000-year-old system of healing from India. And I also am starting to work with cancer survivors. So Trisha, this is funny how we're on the same call. And I want to work with groups of cancer survivors and thrivers to teach them how to thrive and come back to healing. And so how Plexus came into this was my friend, Dr. Stephanie McCulloch, who's also an integrative physician, introduced me to the products about 2 years ago. I started taking them off and on. And last year, though, menopausal symptoms really started hitting. So hot flashes, moodiness, tired during the day, couldn't sleep at night. Other things like my hip would hurt when I would stand up. I would have this weird hip click, which I never had. I had a cyst on my wrist that was very strange. Never had one of those before either. And so after a few weeks of taking them, all these symptoms were improving. So not snapping at my kids. I was able to sleep through the night. The hot flashes were decreasing. That click was gone. The cyst was going down. And I was even much less tired during the day. And I like what Rebecca was talking about with Active, because that's one of my favorite products with the natural caffeine sources of yerba mate and green tea extract. I'm not a caffeine person, and it's just really helped me in terms of my workouts, as well as that afternoon slump. It's that natural caffeine source and other plant-based products or ingredients in it help to keep the energy level up for many hours at a time versus the crash of what caffeine would normally do to me, which it's part of the reason why I stay away from it. And it's just so healthy that it's got all of those antioxidants and other things in it. So, and the other part about the products is the gut health is just amazing. Slim is an amazing product, and just everything works together. And I don't know if you knew that 70% of your immune cells are actually made in your gut with the help of your gut bugs. And so these are amazing products to be taking, not only the Immune Plus, but the whole triplex and the whole system to be able to support your gut health, as well as regulate your blood sugar, and then decrease inflammation. So the other part I wanted to tell you about is that in January of this year, I really decided to look at the business side of things, because Plexus has an amazing business opportunity. And I decided I wanted to work with groups of patients instead of one-on-one, and also continue with the retreat. So Dr. Stephanie had said, hey, why don't you do this business thing? And it finally just clicked with me that this would be an amazing opportunity. What I love about the business, not only the extra money, which is amazing, the company is amazing and so generous with the incentives and the things that they give, but the community is really what I love. I mean, just the support of everyone, and even people who aren't directly on your team. I mean, I'm not directly on this team, but I've been so supported by Rebecca and other people here in Phoenix. It's just really amazing. And the ability to be able to share with people something that I really believe in. These products are just phenomenal. Plexus really researches these ingredients, and they're plant-based, they're non-GMO, and they work. They work more than what I was prescribing as a family practice doctor, or I could recommend. I mean, it's amazing that, again, Plexus doesn't claim to do any of those claims, but they're getting to the root cause, which is gut health and inflammation and blood sugar balance, which helps with your hormones. So really amazing. So excited to be here. Thank you for letting me share my story.
Absolutely, Carrie. Thank you so much. I just love it because, it's like, yes, there's a place for medicine, right? But then if you can have a natural alternative, why not, right? And so that's the exciting thing, I think, about having Dr. Carrie on with us to share her perspective. Carrie, one other thing I wanted to ask you about too is we have a great product called the 3-Day Reset. I'm just going to mention it because a lot of times people think that is just a weight loss thing. It's a nutritionally supported fast, has like 8 different products that you take all day long. A lot of us are just finishing it up. Today's day 3. Woohoo! Anyway, but Carrie, share with us your perspective about just the benefits of the reset real briefly. Even if you're not looking to lose weight, what have
Yes.
your thoughts on that?
Yeah, very briefly, it's using a nutritionally supported fast. And so what that supports is something called autophagy, which is where it's your cells, which are renewing themselves. So they get rid of the cells that aren't working so well anymore. They get rid of the little organelles or things inside the cells that aren't working, and it just renews itself by doing these intermittent fasting. It's basically your body is not having to focus on digesting, so it can put its energy towards other restorative mechanisms. So that's going to include your cells renewing themselves. And that's the basics of it. I could go on, but that's one of the main things. And I wasn't really looking for weight loss when I've done it the several times that I have, but so it's just amazing that it definitely has that with it, but it also has that cellular renewal. You just feel like a new you is emerging, and even a new mindset is coming in. So I better stop.
Good. No, you're good. I know we've gone a little bit over than we usually do on these, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have, having both Trisha and Carrie share their stories. And just know that we have specials this month. You can order a welcome pack, we call it, which is usually 3 products, or we have a little bigger welcome pack that you can get more and save more. We have a coupon code. Just ask your friend for that. You can order the starter pack plus the reset, the 3-day reset. If you want more information about that, ask your friend. That works out together great. You do 3 days of this nutritional fast, and then you have the products to follow up with to continue your success of feeling good, whether it's weight loss or just feeling good. So we are so thankful that you guys were on tonight, and we'll conclude this. And again, just reach out to the person that invited you. Thanks for investing your time in us tonight. Hope you guys have a great week and a great Thanksgiving coming up.